lesson of today is called?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Advanced Ukulele Lesson. It's a middle dash after a space, another space, and then it says, wait, here it is. All right, thirds and voice slash uke harmony. Yeah, and you are the co-star of this this big event, Juliana. Welcome to this live lesson. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, fine. How are things in your state?
Good. Yeah.
The state of things is good. Well, that's wonderful. You had a beginner lesson, which I'm guessing was an immense success Saturday, because you are now teaching weekly beginner lessons on my patron ukulele road trips.
That is correct. Yes.
How did
Yeah,
that
I
go?
think it went. I think it went pretty well.
All right, is that
Do you
are you
want to
the,
know what we talked about? Or
okay? That's
what?
feedback. Check. Yeah. No. How many people were there?
I think about 6. So
Oh,
still small
that is
class.
not a lot, but I mean, don't grow too fast. That's what a company once who make coats told me that. We're trying not to grow too fast. That's why we're not sending you a free coat to go to Iceland. We don't want too much exposure. Sure. Yeah, that's a great one. I hadn't heard it before. Today we're going to talk about playing individual notes in the middle of chords. So when we play the ukulele, especially when we're beginners or intermediate, we're going to be strumming a lot. But we're not going to often take the time to play individual notes that really go with our singing. You see what I just did there? Hopefully was very nice. Maybe. I was playing individual notes and singing something that goes with it too, but not the same thing as what I'm playing. It sounds a bit cryptic, but that's what we're going to have a look at today. No play along this Saturday. It's next Saturday. We're moving it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure the internet, that's what they want to know. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching live, feel free to, if you want to write some comments. I mean, there's 3 people watching right now, so it's not. But I thought that the live chat never worked on these Monday lessons. Actually, it does.
Just no one was saying anything.
Yeah. So feel free to write in, because I've got an eye on it. Because Juliana's doing the heavy lifting music-wise. So I've got time to do other things during. Not really. Do you know what the next collection is going to be called? Now this is the start of the lesson. Now we're talking about serious ukulele stuff. But actually, in 1 or 2 days, probably after tomorrow, before the month ends, a new songbook will land for all the patrons of Ukulele Road Trips. Any guesses?
Something about home.
Yeah, because 2 songs. I've sent you emails about 2 songs from the collection, and one of those is "Going Home." Yeah.
Right.
So actually, it's cool. Do you want a special preview of an unfinished songbook? I mean,
Sure.
you've seen a few because you have also contributed to some songs. Here we go. No place like home. I thought I might not capitalize this and then capitalize this. Does it look weird? And should I capitalize these words? No,
it's fine. Yeah.
Cool. So, Honey, I'm Home. Ever heard of that one?
I don't think so.
Shania Twain, but you need a it's
Oh no, you invented a new symbol?
no, that symbol is old. That was in Wonderwall already.
No, the arrow, the diagonal arrow.
Diagonal. Oh, right, that is new, but that's because it's for when you're using a bottleneck, which I can't find right now, and it's because in that song there's violins coming in. I'll just use an iOS connector.
There's violins during that?
Yeah, but it's anyway, that was cool enough to want to learn, I think, if you're into Shania Twain. Yes, there is violins, but violins can slide up. I I think you know a thing or two about violins. I'm pretty sure you're aware that
Yeah.
you don't have frets on a violin.
Right, right.
Are you able to still slide up a violin as you bow? Is that still in your set of skills all these years?
Well, it's been a while since I've played anything, but hopefully.
Right. I was actually thinking maybe we do some heavy lifting harmony-wise and talk about theory, but we've done that quite a few times. So why don't we just talk a little bit about this song called Going Home? Do you know the history of this song? It's quite interesting.
Nope.
Can't believe we haven't started playing yet, but the history of this song is that Dvorak, a composer from Eastern Europe, Czech Republic probably, but I don't want to get this wrong. He came to America, went on a big tour, and wrote his Symphony of the New World. And he then Czech. He's Czech. Get in. And then he wrote this big symphony with traditional, or what sounded like traditional American melodies, you know, inspired by, you know, various waves of immigration from Ireland, Africa, all these things. Anyway, in here it's a melody that goes ti ti da da di da da ti da 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 di da da di da 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 da, and that's the big, I think, movement. I don't know if it's the first or last movement. Big melody. And then he also asked one of his students in America to write lyrics to his composition. And a lot of people now believe that Going Home is an old folk song from America, but actually it's from the beginning of the 20th century, it's from the 1920s. But it just sounds so much. He really captured the spirit of those songs played on the violin, you know, by cowboys or wherever, or families of descendants of pilgrims. So it's Going Home, which you now know. Let's have a look at it, and then you can play our way through the song, and maybe you can stop if you think something's interesting or if you want to talk about it.
I don't know if I listened to it enough times to be able to sing it.
Well, because I haven't added the chords yet in the collection, in Going Home, it's a great test to see if you remember how these chords are played. Because the intro, and I will now hide my ukulele, is supposed to sound like this. Going home, going home. Did you listen to the right version? I am going home, quiet like some still day. I'm just... Off you go. Oh yeah.
D flat, B flat minor 6. Is that this?
So you start singing on an A0, which is also called an A. So open A string, that's your starting note. Let me write that down actually. Let me write that down as you start playing.
Go, and then I don't know where it goes after that though.
Oh, but I thought you listened to it. That was your
I
preparation.
listened to it like 3 times, but I don't know if that's...
Oh, okay. Going home, going home. I am going home.
Oh, 0, 0.
So it's open string, 6th fret, 5th fret with a C7 2. If I was not trying to gain space, what would be the proper scientific name of this C7 2 chord? Usually people write not 2. they will
Add
say
to?
yes. They would say either add to or sus to. Which one is it? Say the other one.
Sus to?
Yeah, it's sus to. Because why? Because in this chord, there's fifth, there's first, there's seventh, and there's second. There's no third. So if there's no third in the chord, it's not add. You don't add it. It's sus because there's no second. And now this, there's no third. Second, and now the third is the note that changes. You can hear this is an E. If you compare it to the E string, it's an E, one octave above. And so you have no third, just a second, moving to the third, suspended, leading us back to home, which is, by the way, what chord in this song?
F?
Yeah. I mean, that was a tough one. Sorry, are you waiting for me to say something more?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Oh, just play the song.
Going.
Go. Okay, let's quick. It's la da da la da da la la da la da.
Going home, going home, going home. And then what?
La la da la da.
I am going home, quiet like
Dee da dum.
F plus.
Ah, that's interesting. Those are my favorite bits of advanced lessons. Why? What? How? Okay, F plus, Juliana. Imagine you're singing a song live on YouTube and you need to play an F plus. What's that?
Is it an augmented fifth?
Yeah, plus means we augment the fifth. What does that mean, to augment?
Yeah, it goes up by one semitone.
Yeah, so one fret up. So play an F. We need to find the fifth. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The C.
It is the C. Ooh. What a chord. Quiet like F plus. Some still day. Oh, you can't see anymore. I'm just going home. That's the lyrics. That's what you want to sing.
Quiet like some still day. I'm just going home.
What do you think that these arrows mean here?
Oh, I thought that was a comma for some reason. Strumming up.
Strum up. So why would I ask you to strum up? So that we can hear the G string last. So that it can sound like this. And then you have the melody at the same time as the singing. I'm just going home. Do you see? Because that way, the last note you are playing here, ta, is da, 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 and then F. That's what we want.
Yeah. I'm just.
So play a bit more harpy, and by harpy I mean like a harp, like that. Tagadadam instead of ram, tagadadam. Right, don't forget the A string, but yeah, that's the idea. I'm just, and then A0 meaning open A string. Just
going home.
Yes, and now, hey, that was really good.
Thanks.
Good job. Do you want to sing it again, or shall we move on?
We can move on.
Okay, well, somebody said, hey, nice voice. So that's me keeping an eye on the comments. So good job. Yeah. It's not far, home. It's close by. Through an open door. work all done, care laid by, never fear no more. That's really nice. Whew, much nicer lyrics than the song before in the collection. Actually, I only put the riff of that one. So, anyway, what are we doing? Oh, it's not far. So here you need to keep the melody in mind. It's we're starting to sing on C2. Do you know what note C2 is?
D.
Yeah, so that's our note for singing. But we're playing something else. We're playing B flat, and then A5. It's not far, just close by. You know what? Let me play it once, and then it'll be your turn, and hopefully you'll struggle, and that's when I can explain some stuff and try and be useful for other people out there trying to go beyond the usual chord playing that can be boring. So that's the goal. Thanks for nodding politely along. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, never fear no more. Mother's there expecting me, father's waiting too. Ah, so nice. I find it hard to stop singing, but it's a lesson, so your turn.
It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, never fear no more. Mother's there.
Oh, that was great. I feel like that was great, and because I was typing in the chat, I missed. But did you play A3 with a star? Did you play?
Oh, I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be just successive notes?
No.
Or is there some
right.
special way of?
No, you know when I write a chord, I write it like this. So, for example, I'd write C0001, or C, that's C7. Sorry. If I write C, I'd write 0003, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here, I could write this.
So it's
actually,
like a.
Yeah, I could write. If I weren't, I could write it
Dot.
like this also.
Okay.
But for some reason that no one knows, I decided to write it like this. But it's basically just this. It's like a C without the G and the C string. Denver Sapitula wants a shout out. So there's your shout out, Denver. I hope it makes your day real nice. Do you want a double shout out? Juliana, do you want to say hi to Denver?
Hi, Denver.
Wow.
I've been there. It's a nice place.
No, I think it's his name. So, do you see why this and this are the same thing?
Yes.
Now you may ask, why did you put the A string before the E string, right? Would that be a question?
Well, I'm assuming you did it because, well, so you're doing the A string, like this whole melody.
Yeah, exactly.
Is on the A string, so that's like the primary thing.
Yeah, and then
we're kind of adding the open E.
Yeah, exactly. So basically that's what we're doing. And then, by the way, when you're doing this one, add an open E string to this particular A3. And Chatrick says you're really quick at picking it up, and he's figuring out the chords. But to be fair, you've been playing the ukulele a while, so.
That's true. And I've been taking lessons a while.
Right. With me.
Right.
Cool. Do you want to do this again? And do you understand that when you play a B flat, the important note is actually your A1? That you want to highlight that note because that's part of the parallel melody with what you're singing. So you don't want to just play the B flat like this. It's not far, just close by. You want to actually highlight the last note of it's not far, just close by, by, by. So you want to have the by, and that way.
It's not far, just close by, through an open door. You're back. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, that was really good. That was really good. So do you know why that sounds nice?
Is it because they're a third apart?
Yeah. But actually, a third
You gave it
is
away in the title.
yeah, maybe. A third is the same as a sixth. So, do you know how to play the scale of F? Because home is F in this song. Right. So what if we were starting to sing to play this scale? But actually we were singing 3 notes above that. So we actually have got the same scale, but instead of the voice and the ukulele doing the same thing, we've got the voice and the ukulele, the voice 1 step, 2 step above, and then they're moving together in thirds. And thirds sound very pleasant. Do you want to try that? Because it's a bit high for me, and you have a woman's voice.
Wait, you want me to sing a third higher than...
And the scale.
I don't think I can sing that high.
Well, exactly. Well, that's great, because then we can just sing the octave lower. So instead of a third above, you'll be... What's plus 3 minus 8?
Well, you said 6 earlier.
Yeah, it's 6 plus 3 minus 8. Wait. Well, in music,
I don't try to
can't
apply normal math rules to...
Yeah, you can't use normal mathematics. But yeah, if you go up 1, 2, 3, and then down an octave, 1, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So you just sing lower, and basically, instead of going yeah, same. A third above is because music is sequential. Is that the word? It's my 8 notes that repeat each other. It's the same harmonically, going parallel with a third or parallel with a sixth. It's the same note because it's either an octave higher or that note. Yeah. Anyway, you go. You made it.
All right.
Now all the way. Now let's go down. You made it. F G A B flat C D E F. And now let's go down with the ukulele and the voice a third above that, or a 6 below that. Same time. Yep.
Sorry, I have trouble.
No, that's really good.
Going down.
Yeah, it's not easy. So that's really, really good. And you can practice that. And it's not easy because you can't just go... So if we do it with the ukulele, here you see I have 2 frets difference between my 2 fingers on 2 different strings. But if I want to go to the next one, it's 1 fret difference. So you're going in parallel thirds, but some of those thirds will be minor, some of those thirds will be major. It changes because the 2 melodies sometimes have semitones, sometimes have whole tones, but they don't, sometimes not at the same moment. So one might have a whole tone and the other one too. And then one might have a semitone, but the other one has a whole tone again, if they stay on the scale that we decided. It's a bit like on the yellow, on the white bits of the piano, right? Between some notes, you've got a black note, and that's a whole tone to go from one white to another white. And between some white notes, you have no black key. So that's a semitone between two notes in the scale. So that's why it's not easy to play in thirds on your ukulele, because you have to adjust according to what kind of third it comes up at that point in the scale by thirds or scale by sixth. Your turn.
What with the just?
Yeah, just on two notes. Ah, you see, that's interesting. The F goes to a G, whole tone, but the A goes to a B flat, semitone. So our first third is major, now a minor third, and now a minor third again, 2 frets up. Hey. And now the A on the E string goes to a B flat, so that's a semitone, but the C on the A string goes to a D, so that's a whole tone. I mean, if anybody's following this, congratulations to you. No, the chat's gone completely silent. Yeah. Marion's probably understanding this. But actually, I'm frozen on the... Oh, no, I'm there. I'm there. I was just not moving. Ah, but you had a... I think you had an E flat instead of a E, normal E. So you were actually playing in a mode which is called Mixolydian.
I was gonna guess that.
Pretty cool. Well, I think that's plenty for today. We talked about modes, Mixolydian, third, sixth, and we had a look at... And now we know why. Now we know why this is so pretty. Why is it so pretty?
Because it's thirds.
No, it's because Dvorak wrote it, and he was an amazing composer. No, and it's also thirds. Yeah, that's. But the great thing is, you don't have to limit yourself just because you're playing the ukulele. You know. If you have a look at my songbooks, which, by the way, are available to patrons of Ukulele Road Trips, just putting it out there, then actually you can develop your playing style to sing and play things that bring you to another level than just going, it's not far, just close by, through an open door. That's nice too, especially if there's a violin there and you're by the fire and you're camping. But this is more of a sort of operatic, a sort of recital, early 20th century. So it's nice to give it that vibe. Any announcements you want to give to the YouTube world? Anything happening on your Klingon website?
Oh, well, I published the new video.
Oh, great. Yeah, you have to share the link. That's cool. Do you want to plug it? Do you want to say what it's called?
Sure. It's called Net Jalchur, which means something like
okay,
if.
Well, that's pointless. No, I didn't mean the song. I meant the website.
Oh, yeah. It's called Tlevloots, which is TLHEV.
Is it THL?
TLH.
TLHEV.
Because it's like you're making a TH sound, but your tongue is forwards a little bit.
Right. No,
like
I'm not in.
Close
I'm
to
not
your
in.
teeth.
That's plenty. That's plenty. Okay, tlevloot.com, smiley face is in the chat. Thank you so much for today, Juliana. Thank you for being in your company too. And see you everybody for more slightly cryptic but actually uplifting ukulele theory and playing. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.